Hello friends, good afternoon, Dr. Anuj here. Whenever I'm giving these talks, a lot of people ask me this question and many have written me on the mail and I'm trying to answer them. That when God is in heart, why do you need a temple? Why to spend so much of money and so much of acquisition of land and a DT and a certain paraphernalia for a temple when Lord is right there in your heart? Man acha hona chahiye, connect to your God. Why do you need a temple? Let's go about it. I've made a small anecdote, a small TEMPLE, that's what is temple. So we have just written, let's stand by it and go for why we need a temple. T stands for tranquility. Whenever a person enters the temple, there are certain Vedic hymns which are going on, and that tranquilizes him, makes him peaceful. Whenever that person tries to do certain activities which are so much passionate, he needs a place where he needs to go and make himself in the mode of goodness, in a mode where he can actually connect to the higher being which is within, and that tranquility the temple gives. E stands for education. Temple is not just a place where you go in the morning and take darshan and say, oh, bahut acha darshan hua, and come out of it. Temple is meant as a university to give education to the needy. Education regarding the Shastras. In Vedic scriptures, people don't even know what are the Vedic scriptures. We have the 4 Vedas, we have the 18 Puranas, we have the 108 Upanishads, we have 2 Itihasas, Ramayana and Mahabharata, we have the Vedanta Sutra, which is a commentary on the Vedas, and we have Manu Samhita. So this is the whole scriptures which we have, and studying them and giving it to the students, giving it to the people who are coming for getting them is the most important part a temple should be doing. So third, temple stands as a medium of medication. Why? Because the people have completely given a disease of material life. They are so diseased thinking that they are the body. So the temple is like a medication. It is like a medication which is given to the people so that when they come, they remove that disease and slowly start to think that yes, we are someone beyond the body also. So this medication the temple gives in the way of healing a person, in a way of getting his eyes very, very connected to the deity form and giving him a pleasant darshan, the pleasant kirtan, the pleasant hymns, the pleasant Vedic injunctions, continuously getting that person to give that vibration of medication so that he gets to that understanding of being a soul, not the body always. He has purification, the 4th part. Whenever he comes to the temple, there is a purification of his body because he starts to think that beyond me also we are connected to the Supreme Lord, to the Supreme Godhead. This purification gradually gets him to understand that how he is not just of this material world, but he needs to reconnect back to his source. This purification comes by the way that he removes his ego, he removes his calm, moksha. There's so many things which are there. So gradually he thinks about it in the way of these 4 levels of dharma, artha, kama and moksha. And he removes his, all these 5 anarthas which are there in the body of envy, greed, and pride and illusion. And slowly he makes himself purified. He has love which is developed in him for the Lord, because religion means love for God. And he establishes that by getting the scriptures connected to himself. And then last but not the least, there is engagement. There are so many sevas in the temple. He can do so much of seva by where we are. There are Achara Vigraha seva, there is Darshan seva, there is presence of the big festivals in the temple where he can perform so much of seva and purify himself. And he can distribute prasad by that seva. He can actually help others to get connected to the temple and clean their heart also. So many ways the temple is beneficial. So let's have a temple. The temple is a way to connect the Lord to the person, Jivatma, through the way of this Prakriti in which we create this temple. So that's why we need a temple. Thank you very much.